see when it goes live. Let's hope everything works. Seems like everything is working. Hello, everybody. It's welcome to the Fruits Basket Podcast. How's everybody doing, everybody? It's the Fruits Basket Podcast. Back again. Hello.
Yes. Hi. Now it's live. I think.
Yes, it is live now. Hope everybody's having a terrific evening. If you're not already familiar, this is the Fruits Basket. I was about to say ReZero Podcast. Ugh. Yeesh.
So can we talk about ReZero instead?
But that would make me cry.
I mean, that should make super I cry a lot. But do you know what else makes me cry?
Yes, I do.
Yes, Kurano I cry makes me cry.
Kurano I crying is probably the worst way to I cry. So, and once again, the gosh darn chat is not working. She just love it.
But the chat is saying hi.
Well, I mean, the chat on the screen is not working. So.
Oh yeah, that.
I swear, this thing never works for this channel. So I'm just gonna use the YouTube chat. Should be good. So yeah, this is the episode 25. This is the finale. It's the last episode of Fruits Basket Season 2. And today we're gonna be talking about it a little bit. Because, wow, this episode was kind of incredible.
Yeah, I really had no idea how this was going to end, and also how to kind of take it on Twitch.
Yes. I guess, Rising, you're in charge of the Twitch chat. I'll be in charge of the YouTube chat. And until we can get this mess sorted out.
Yeah, I like Satsuki's comment. Remember that Akito is my mistress. You know, all the things that Satsuki is saying about Akito now make a bit more sense.
Yeah. I'm happy for Satsuki. I'm happy for Satsuki because I just feel like being happy for Satsuki. But I'm also happy for my volcano because now my volcano is going to probably still have Akito thrown into it eventually, which I cannot wait for.
Yes, that would be fun. It's definitely interesting learning more about Akito. Also, can I rant about the Fruits Basket fandom for a bit now?
I mean, you can if you want. I don't know where this is going, but okay.
Yes, but they spoiled this twist for me when I went to the anime convention last December.
I mean, well, what did they do?
Basically, someone in the audience was making a comment about like how Akito, or how they were cleverly not revealing Akito's true gender, which basically said that Akito's true gender was not what we thought it was.
Well, I know that. I don't know how many times that twist has been spoiled for me, but I just thought people were like wrong. I was like, what? Akito a girl? Pff, come on.
Yes, that twist wasn't that much of a surprise, and yeah, I'm not sure how much I like the twist.
I love the twist. It caught me by complete surprise because I was in total denial the whole time of Akito ever being a woman. I just, I was always told by Francesca for the longest time, he's gender neutral. It doesn't matter. But I was always like, Akito's a dude. He's just a dude. And I remember EA, it was like after a King of Anime podcast, he goes on the wiki to look up Akito for some reason, and he reads it out that Akito is a she, and I'm like, me and Satsuki are like, you're wrong, EA, you're totally wrong. I have no idea.
Wiki was wrong.
Yeah, we totally told him he was wrong.
I think you all owe EA an apology and like 12 tacos.
I'm sorry, EA. I'll give you 13 tacos.
I'm telling him that.
But yeah. Akito, that twist, pretty great. They were very, very good about it. About not revealing it and not even like giving really any attention to it.
Yeah, in a way, I kind of like a gender neutral character like that. In a way, like him being a girl, or her being a girl, I should say. It felt like they're trying to like reshape everything you know about Akito, but I feel like everything Akito was doing had nothing to do with the gender. So like this big twist just felt kind of pointless.
I don't know. I don't think it's pointless. I think it served a great purpose. You
Yeah, it
know?
doesn't really like change how I view Akito at all, or his interactions. Like Akito's done terrible things. It doesn't really matter if he's a guy or a girl, though.
Well, it doesn't. But I also think that this episode, along with that twist, the way Akito was speaking, like right at the beginning when he was telling Kurino, "You know me, you know it's not me. That's you know I don't mean these things." So I think there's something going on with Akito where something is making him act this way, and he's gotten to a point where it's just consumed him. I don't know what it could be, but that's what it feels like it's implied.
Yeah, we're definitely getting that, which I think is cool. And Kana Taken says, "Ooh, all the tacos." So apparently, Kana is also getting tacos from C.
Well, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I forgot I was supposed to read those to you. Uh,
Well, Sasuke says he got spoiled by the waifu bot game on Discord, which
that
I
would
saw
do
the
it.
same thing he saw, and it never even like occurred to me like that was a spoiler. I was like, oh yeah, Akito and the waifu bot thing, whatever.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, like it just I'm used to seeing all sorts of characters in that game, so
They come up with some weird things for the bot. But yes, I agree with what you're saying, though. I think it is very interesting us starting to understand Akito here. And I feel like a big part of it is just how all along he like had all the zodiacs with him and the link there, and just having something he had known all his life shattered for no reason and him not understanding it like really started to set him off.
hmm hmm yeah, yeah. This whole God, yeah, this completely changes like everything. I think like this episode to me just changes everything. What we think we knew about so many things, like especially the curse with Kurino. I mean, that's like a crazy reveal in my opinion.
Yeah, that was a big twist. It's like they were trying to figure out a way to break it all along, but then this one Zodiac has already broken it and also has no idea how. And Kana Taken says, "I haven't watched Fruits Basket for a long time, so I'm just here for the ride. So thank you for joining us."
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah. The when Kurino reveals that he broke the curse, but he doesn't even know how he broke it, and he's not a part of the Zodiac anymore. I that was so interesting, and it has me so interested in the final season because Toru was like, "How did you break it?" And he's like, "I don't have a clue."
I
But
want,
there has to be clues from like
yeah,
what was it like. He talks about how like it's like his vision became unclouded, I believe is what he said. How
yeah.
like a weight was lifted off of him. So there's clues in how it was broken, even though he may not exactly know how it was broken.
Yeah, so that's maybe I wonder a lot of things, especially rewatching the episode for the podcast. Thinking about when did he break the curse? Because it seems like Karno is around the same age as Shigure and the rest of them. So that would be when all of them were in high school. So I'm wondering if like Shigure did something back then, and that was like to start the whatever is going on that led to Kurna breaking it as part of Shigure's grand master plan thing.
Maybe. I don't think Shigure. I don't think Shigure has really much to do with breaking the curse or anything quite like that. Um,
I feel like Shigure's definitely up to something though.
I do. I think so as well. Um, Sasuke says, "How do you think the curse was broken?" I have my theory, but want to hear your thoughts. I think it maybe has something to do with a desire they have, maybe, or something like that. Something that maybe they have to move past to break
Yeah.
the curse. Maybe something emotional.
And it feels like for Kurno, he has never disliked the curse, and like he misses being able to fly and all that. So I'm wondering if there's something there that because he fully embraced the curse and the animal spirit, that like broke the spirit off of him. It's like the Chinese finger trap things where you have to like move your fingers together to get them apart.
Yeah. Maybe you have to work in synergy with the zodiac spirit to for that curse to be broken. Maybe there's some sort of cycle that happens with these spirits that maybe some important information was left out, and maybe they need to accomplish something, or maybe they need to complete a goal that the spirit of the zodiac has, or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe there, yeah, I don't know. It's there's so many ways it can go, and I hope it's not I hope it's not a lame way that they go, but I think it's going to be they could go anywhere.
And my other question is, what happened to the roosters or spirit? Because typically, it seems like when one dies, the spirit is born into another one. It's been like 10 years. So does another one of the Somas now have this rooster within them?
Yeah, I see. That's another thing. Yeah, you have to wonder, like, does the curse carry on to a next person, or is it permanently broken to
Or did they
where?
like destroy the spirit?
Yeah. I wonder what that entails. I think, in my opinion, my theory is that no one will ever be the rooster again, and because what is the point of breaking the curse if you move it on to the next person? The
My
point
question
is
is,
to break it forever for everyone.
yeah. So my thought is, Kurno doesn't know what he did to break the spirit or break the curse. What if Akito does, though?
I don't, you see, I don't think he knows, but he may. It may be one of those things because he says like he doesn't mean these things. Maybe the Akito, like, maybe there's like a certain like a glimmer, like a kernel of Akito within him, that's that pure innocence that doesn't want anyone to be hurt. And maybe that Akito wants to break the curse and he knows how to, but this Akito that he is now just is too blinded to see that and wants to control everything. I don't know. It definitely seems like there's something going on with Akito's mind, in my opinion.
Yeah. It makes me wonder if Akito, maybe he didn't mean, or she didn't mean to break the curse, but she did something that caused it to trigger. Or it's like there's some sort of a dynamic in a relationship between Kurno and Akito. Like maybe Akito was mentally pushing Kurno away and like felt betrayed because something Kurno did, like he was flying away or whatever. And then that broke the curse. So now Akito is doing everything she can to keep everyone else toward him.
Well, maybe the whole thing has to do with Akito herself, where she she's the one that can decide whether to break the curse or not, and it's up to her to do it. And maybe there was a lapse in Akito's judgment, as or maybe she doesn't, maybe she can, but she doesn't know how to activate this power within her to like let them go free. And maybe she did accidentally with Kurano, because the way she reacted, it seems like she like just immediately knew what was happening
Yeah, she knew something had happened.
and hated it, whatever it was. Like she felt like extreme pain. So maybe when the rooster went away, maybe the rooster, like, air quotes, died within him, and she felt pain because it was like maybe a part of her had died or something.
Yeah, and Satsuki has to comment that maybe it was something Ren did, and that's why Akito hates Ren so much. Not Ren, Ren. Japanese names are confusing.
uh yeah, I mean, it could be. Satsuki says, I think the curse being broken has to do with, oh yeah, you read that. Satsuki goes on to say, if you remember, the character, I think is Ren, had an interaction with Kurano when Toru was looking to give Kurano a message from Uotani.
Yeah, so that... Yeah, because that's like the one piece we don't have of like all the characters that we know of.
Yeah. Just a small question from QRW6. The better question is, do you guys believe season 3 will be 13 episodes? I don't know. I'm not familiar with the source material of Fruits Basket. I think if anybody's watching the stream now that has read the manga, they will probably know.
From what I've heard talking to people, it sounds like it'll need to be a 24-episode season again.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with 12 more seasons.
I'm okay with 50,
Yeah.
Let's just roll it out, man. One Piece Fruits Basket. Let's do it.
Yeah, that might be slightly excessive, but let's do it.
Satsuki's Sasuke hearing that is probably like dying. Like, no, don't.
Yeah, I forget what I was going to say. Oh, yes, they need to do that with Symphogear, though.
Hey, they could. They definitely could. I think it would be cool if they made Symphogear movies, but that's a whole different topic.
Yeah, I thought my job here is to get you off topic as much as I can.
Well, you're pretty good at doing that. Kurano also watched the footage that Toru gave him with Uotani on it.
Sorry, I just yawned for a second. Yeah, it was interesting that he actually saw it and just all the conflicting emotions that he has about it. Like, he wants to reach out for Uo because, of course, he does because it's Uo. But he also feels like he's obligated to stay with Akito. And then there's all those ideas. Like, is it worth staying with someone you promised to, even if that is not good for you or them or anyone?
Yeah, and it's obvious to me the way he talks about how he embraced Akito that one time. It seems like he deeply cares for Akito, but not in the same way that he cares for Uo. It seems like Kurano like cares about like Akito as someone very special to him, but
Right.
it seems like he's deeply like in love with Uo on a romantic level, and it doesn't feel romantic or anything quite like that with Akito to me.
Yeah, so it's also interesting just seeing like different types of love in the show as well. Also, kind of take on Twitch says thinking about Fruits Basket reminds me of Chobits.
That show where he turns her on via the crotch.
So Chobits podcast.
Hey, listen, I'm okay with that. I'm okay
All
with
right,
that.
or Chobits podcast number 3.
Toru podcast. Yes, that's
okay
what we
that
need.
One.
Are we gonna
Just a
talk
Toru
about?
podcast.
Are we gonna talk about Carmilla from ReZero as well? Because she's voice of Toru is voicing Carmilla. Did you know that?
No, was that Lust or?
Yeah, the Witch of Lust Carmilla is voiced by the same VA as Toru, and she's doing the
That
exact
explains
same
why
voice.
She's the best.
Yeah. The Witch of Lust. I now call Toru the Witch of Lust, Toru Honda.
I mean, everyone loves Toru.
Everybody does love Toru. Maybe they shouldn't in that way though. Sasuke says we will have a lot to uncover. Kyoko's past, more of Akito, Rin, Toru's father, Katsuya breaking the curse, Kyo x Toru, Machi x Yuki. Yeah, it seems like next season is going to be pretty jam-packed.
Yeah, they can't do that in only like a single core, and not at the pace that Fruits Basket goes. We also need more C Tactics x Yuki.
I agree. But, if it gets in the way of Yuki x Machi, I'll let it slide.
So we're shipping C Tactics x Satsuki then?
Hell yeah, we should.
All right.
QRW6 and Brittany also bring up Fruits Basket Another, which I've heard from Francesca isn't as good as actual Fruits Basket. And I heard it's not nearly as long, and it may be finished or ongoing. But, I mean, to be honest, when I heard about this at the beginning of Season 1 from Francesca, and ever since then, I thought, do it. Just make Fruits Basket Another. Just why not? I don't see the issue in not doing another Fruits Basket series, because you could have a lot of different characters go through different kinds of turmoil and trauma, and it would be just as good, and it would also be different because they don't have to all be Zodiacs, right? They can just be people with trauma.
It could be it could be like the same general idea, different characters, and if the author is working on like she is with this anime, she could like fix some of the mistakes in another, make it just better now that she's had so much time to think about it.
Yeah, and I don't think necessarily that even the Zodiac part of all of this is necessarily required, as it's just an aspect of the story. Like, I don't think if you start another Fruits Basket series that you even like, I think the Zodiac part is just a bit of a detail there to make it more compelling.
In fact, I actually forgot that's a plot point like half the time.
Yeah, you could just make it a slice of life show.
Yeah, I mean, when's the last time we actually had a character transforming into an animal?
Last week.
We did?
Yeah.
You transformed?
I transformed.
Oh yeah, the time we ate the sun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Satsuki says Makoto is right. Toru is a witch. Motoko, not Makoto. I'm thinking of Danganronpa. Damn it. But
Makoto.
yes. Toru. She was right the whole time. Toru is a witch, the witch of lust.
It all makes sense. That's why she gets her own harem.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Let's see what else happened in this episode. Well, I mean,
We
quite a
got we got Kurino calling Shigure. Oh, we got the thing with Ren and Toru.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. Rin's outfit looking pretty good.
Exactly. And I like how Toru figured out that Rin and Haru were together, but then she let it out that she knew about that. And that
Yeah,
Rin's reaction.
yeah, yeah. Toru, God, Toru's the best. What the hell, man? She's she's just the best. I'm sorry, I just had to say it. Toru's the best.
Yeah, exactly. They need an anime with Toru as the main character.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. But I love how she's like yeah, I go to like Rin is like I go to sleep sitting up. And she's like, "Oh, well, what if somebody comes in and like messes with you, or whatever?" And Ren's like, "I would know." But for Hatsuharu, she wouldn't. So I have to ask, how would she know if it's Hatsuharu or not?
Because she would know. It's like how I mess with you when you're sleeping and I put you on the front lawn.
What?
Oh, you didn't know that was me?
I I've never woken up in my front lawn before. I think you got the wrong person.
Okay, I need to go file a police report real quick.
I cry. I cry. But I mean, if she's like half asleep, you could just be like, she'd be like, "You're not Hatsuharu," and I'd be like, "Yes, I am." Would that work? I don't know.
Satsuki asked, do you get the vibe that Shigure is jealous of Kurino? That's interesting.
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder. Never thought
I,
about
al-
it, but
I also wonder what type of relationship Yuki and Kurino have because, like, Yuki spent so much time with Akito when he was younger, and now we know that Kurino and Akito spent a lot of time together, so surely they would have interacted quite a bit.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't think it would be anything nearly as close as Kurino and Akito. But I mean,
Yeah, probably not, but there'd have to be at least some sort of knowing each other at least.
well, I mean, they were really young kids, right? When Akito was with Toru, or Toru, Akito was with Toru. Akito was with Yuki. Oh my god.
No, I think he was with Yuki up until like a year or two ago.
Oh,
Or
oh
whenever.
yeah.
Yeah, because it was whenever Haru got Yuki to move in with Shigure, which is like around the time we start
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm wrong. I'm terrible.
Oh,
Satsu. Sorry, continue.
Kanatake says talking about older anime makes me want to rewatch FLCO and Blood Plus.
Well, there you go.
I should go watch Blood Plus. I'm gonna go do that now.
You should. You
All right,
should. We should.
goodbye.
Let's all watch Blood Plus together, everybody. It'd be great. Be fantastic. Satsu says, "Oh, and I'd be very worried for Toru right now if Akito finds out that Toru has been hanging out with Kurino." That is true. That is very
Ooh,
true.
I can see the story going that direction too.
And Akito's like, "I'm coming. I'm gonna claw your face again." Toru's
And
like, "Nah."
I feel like this is also going to drive a wedge between Akito and Kurno's relationship, which will cause all kinds of problems.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely could. It yeah. Huh. I think definitely there's got to be a lot of drama that has to come to a head in the second half of season 3.
Oh yeah, I'm just wondering like where else they'll go to like even though we're 2/3 of the way through the show, it seems there's still like so much I don't know about where the story's going to go.
Yeah. Yeah. That is true. Yeah, it definitely feels like there's 2 more seasons of content. Not just one more season of content. That's so like when they announced like season 3 would be the final season, my first reaction was, is that enough? Maybe
Um,
I mean no, maybe season 3's 3 core. We don't know.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Like, how far is it in the manga?
Yeah, I have no idea. Um, do you ever talk about the last podcast, by the way, that Ritsu popped up?
I don't know. I talked about that either with you or Katie, and I forget which one.
Yeah, well, last episode, I don't know why that popped in my head, but the last episode, Ritsu popped up. Ritsu's the best. Brittany says, I got the total vibe that he was jealous and salty. That is Shigure with Akito or Kurano. So maybe. Inkadu says Kurano called Shigure Nissan during the phone call. What do you think happened to their relationship to make Shigure hostile towards Kurano?
I don't know if him calling Shigure Nissan would mean that there's a hostility, but it definitely shows that there's a degree of affection between Kurano and Shigure, because otherwise you wouldn't call someone your brother.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Shigure definitely seemed cold and distant, sort of. So I do agree there's something there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely wonder, like, what is the connection with Kurano and all the other Zodiac members?
Right. Yeah. It's so fascinating. All these, like, relationships when it comes to Shigure. Like, Shigure's relationships with people almost seems not right. Little slanted. Like, his relationship with Mayuko was really strange. His relationship seemingly with Kurano is really strange. He has, like, a mystery to him. Like, there's just something about him that feels off.
Yeah, we never know, like, how he truly feels about something.
Yeah. Bree says it's 136 half the forts. It's 136 chapters. We're near 100. So, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the parent-teacher conference was the midpoint-ish.
Satsuki says, do you guys think the non-Somas will get involved with the Zodiacs in this breaking the curse plot? Like Hana and Uotani, for example. I think maybe.
I hope so, because they're Uo and Hana.
Yeah. I think there's a possibility there.
I wonder if, like, the relationship between Uo and Kurano, if, like, that will be the spark that gives them the opening to break the curse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That could be. Or maybe I don't know.
Oh, and Sasuke saying that he thinks Shigure wants to break the curse for Akito, which would make a lot of sense if, as Sasuke is theorizing, that there was a relationship between Shigure and Akito romantically, and so Shigure is doing this all for Akito, which that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? I feel like I'm brain dead compared to Satsuki.
Okay, we should kick C off the podcast and get Satsuki.
I agree. Which, by the way, he is going to be on next week's podcast for the Fruits Basket podcast. We're going to be talking about every bit of season 2, and along with a very special guest. You may know her as Francesca, but we know her also as Francesca. So Francesca is going to be on the podcast. It's going to be a great, good old time.
We need to figure out a schedule for that, since I'm going to be out of town next Friday.
Maybe not next week, guys. Maybe the week afterwards.
Yeah, I may or may not be showing up at my friend's house, and he may hopefully know I'm going to be there, or not. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll show up with pizza, then he'll be happy.
Yeah. Everybody's happy with pizza.
Yeah, like, if I show up at your house with pizza, wouldn't you be happy?
I'd react accordingly.
Okay, good, because your doorbell's about to ring.
Oh, no. How did you find my house?
Sasuke told me.
Satsuki? Wait, how does Satsuki know where I live?
EA told him.
EA! Oh, God. Satsuki says, it seems to me Shigure was romantically involved with Akito, but since Akito kept Kurano closer to her than anyone, he has built up resentment towards Kurano. I think Shigure wants to break the curse for Akito.
Okay, I think we just talked about that comment.
Like I said, I'm brain dead. Satsuki also says, bring your friend to the podcast, Rising.
I mean, he hasn't seen Fruits Basket, but I mean, I'll do it from his house.
Is this the friend that I'm thinking of that would go moo?
Yes, except he changed his name.
We should get him on the podcast.
Yeah, he hasn't seen it yet. At the end of season 3, I just want to get a podcast with like all my friends, so like have 30 people there.
Oh my god, nobody's gonna be able to talk.
Yeah, Salty, will you be part of that?
Oh lord. Hey, I'm down. Sounds fun.
All right, let's do it.
It's a good way to meet a bunch of new people that you don't know.
Exactly, and I make sure that the one person brings it to her body pillow.
Hell yeah! Wait, is that person I'm thinking of?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Man, I should get a Toru body pillow. Wait, what did I just say?
It's Toru. Okay, Kanatake wants to be part of it. Okay, yeah, let me know near the end of next season. We'll do it.
Hell yeah. It'll be great. God, have we talked about everything?
I sent you a picture of her with a Toru body pillow.
Oh my lord, this is beautiful. Is that like her profile picture?
That was like from her Twitch stream I took a screenshot of.
Oh my god. That Toru body pillow is magnificent.
Yes, but remember, if you search Amazon for Toru body pillows, you will not just get the Toru from Fruits Basket.
Oh, Dragon Maid
Toru.
Toru.
Another lesser Toru with lots of lewd versions of the body pillow.
Oh, that's either good or bad.
But at least you'll still find one of the good Toru.
Let's hope. You know, actually, next season is we finally get the reveal that Toru is a dragon, and we get to tell everybody that they never believed in us and they were wrong from the start.
Exactly. I'm going to tell the author to make sure that she adds it, even if it wasn't there originally.
Exactly. We gotta contact her. We gotta get on the Twitters, and we gotta say, hey, swipe or no swiping. Kufa Kami says, I haven't watched this anime. I'm very sorry. It's a great anime. You should check it out.
Yes. Sasuke
says, smash or pass Akito? And Sasuke then says, I was hacked. I will say this. That would be rude.
You mean hacking Sasuke?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, so we now have more reasons to tell people about C.
Wait, what?
You only plead the fifth when you've done something wrong.
No, you don't.
When's the last time you pled the fifth?
Just like now?
There you go. That's all we need to know.
What? What is that? That proves nothing.
Kanatake says we aren't in court. You can't plead the fifth.
Exactly, Rising. You can't plead the fifth.
So that means you have to answer it.
No, I don't. I plead the fifth.
Satsuki says Kurno gave Toru the hug penalty.
You know what? That's true. That's something
yes,
I didn't notice.
We all need to give Toru the hug penalty.
I don't feel comfortable saying yes to that.
But I thought of something else too. Also, Yuki deserves head pats.
Yuki does. Now that's true.
That reminded me of the other scene at the New Year's thing. We got like Yuki told him what happened when she noticed the wound on his forehead, and like Toru's really proud of him, which is really adorable, and it shows like how the mother is being proud of the son and all that.
Yeah. Yes. That whole interaction. I like the way, by the way, just a side note, I like the way Toru and Yuki's relationship has developed. Like,
it really is great.
It's really like, it's almost sort of like inspiring for Yuki in a way to like see him like go from what happened in season 1 and how their relationship was in season 1 to now at the end of this season, and their relationship feels like before maybe he was a little bit dependent on Toru, but now he's not. Now he's like, look at me, you know, like I did this.
Exactly. Yeah, it's cool to see like how he's grown and being more independent of Teru, but still like really values their relationship.
Mm-hmm. Sasuke says, "Oh yeah, we found out that Toru's dad isn't an idiot."
Because Hana said only idiots never catch cold, or said, yeah, idiots never catch colds. He had a cold, therefore he's not an idiot.
Uh,
But I forget when he caught a cold.
my brain hurts.
But yes, Sasuke is smart.
Brittany says, "It's like a mother and son relationship, so adorable. It's so adorable, and I love it." Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Connor Taken says, I don't really know anything you're talking about, but I agree.
I agree with her or him. Satsuki says, "I want to be in a toxic relationship with Akito." No, Satsuki, you don't. You silly. You silly.
I'm worried about Satsuki.
I think we should get Satsuki the Akito body pillow. Is that on Amazon?
Okay, let me bring up an incognito window.
Oh my god. Why do you need an incognito window for that?
Some things don't need to be my search history, like that fake lead OVA.
That's true. No, that is very true. That does not need to be in anyone's search history. Though I'm going to be honest here, I don't care.
I just found a bunch of comfortable looking pillows.
Oh my god. Went searching for Akito body pillows, but instead just found really comfortable pillows. Sasuke says he'll take two. Oh my lord. Can't you just like print like a picture of Akito? Like get some source art, you know? Plop it down on a pillowcase like on Teespring or something?
Yeah, there's some Kyo body pillows, Yuki, Toru, of course, Shigure. There's a picture of Akito, but not a pillow. Momiji.
Hey, well, you probably maybe having a body pillow in Miji may be a little risky.
It's not a lewd body pillow.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
None of these are lewd, which kind of surprises me, though not in a bad way.
Well, it's okay, Satsuki. We'll make you one. We'll make you one.
There's a Kisa one or Kisa from the old fruits basket. She looks weird. Oh, Momiji's adorable.
Momiji is adorable. He was in this episode.
Yes, that was the other thing. Like, Momiji made a comment, "Are you proud of me, Toru?" And it's interesting. Like, Momiji is kind of jealous of Yuki. It seemed.
Yuki, get away from my Toru. She's mine. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like Momiji becomes Yandere.
Kana Taken says that no one uses your computer but you. So what are you hiding your search history from? Your internet service provider? You're right. I should use the Tor browser to look that
up. Oh lord. Wait, does the Tor relay actually stop that from getting to your ISP?
Yes, because they see you using Tor, they don't see what you're searching.
So you could just be searching up crazy amounts of body pillows, and we just don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, because no one would know except for like the final route of Tor, but at that point they don't know who's searching for it.
Isn't Tor like open source?
Yeah, I think it's open source, and like it was originally came from the Navy, I think.
Yeah, it was like the government.
That's very
right?
interesting. Yeah.
Satsuki says the fandom doesn't like the fact that Momiji isn't showing signs of growth. Like he's apparently supposed to be as I can't read that because I'm blind.
As tall as Toru now.
Well, here's the thing. When it comes to stuff like that, you have to see it play out. A lot of people, you know, in the moment they'll get mad and they'll be frustrated. But that's the thing is these days everybody, you know, it's always, you know, we have instant gratification, right? So
exactly,
patience isn't on everybody's mind, especially now in pandemic times, where it's really not on anyone's mind to be patient, you know, because everybody's inside all the time, and days pass in seconds. So, it's important, I think, to have a little bit of patience, and it's sad that not everybody has that, but you know.
Yeah, like I'm sad I don't have season 3 right now.
Yeah, you know, I want season 3 right now as well, but at the same time, if we had season 3 right now, the Fruits Basket podcast would end sooner.
Yeah, and we want to keep going for another year until we because if not, then we have to find another show that we really like, and those shows are hard to find.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Well, I guess we could just talk about 2001 Fruits Basket, but
Yeah, I'd rather talk about a good show.
oh my god, you already hate it. Oh. So, Rising, where can they find you?
They can find me on YouTube, where I do stuff and talk about anime. They can find me on Twitch, where I play games and then decide I don't like it and then drop them. And then play games involving metal music that's then blocked on YouTube.
Sounds like Brutal Legend.
Yes, and Kana Taken says ouch because I apparently offended like half the Fruits Basket fandom with that one.
It's fine. As long as you didn't say you hate the manga.
I mean, it is kind of... Okay, I should stop now. I haven't read the manga, actually. Though that might also get me hated.
I haven't read the manga either.
People do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. Kana Taken says, you didn't defend me, I swear.
Well, there you go. There you go. So, with that being said, we'll be back. One more podcast for season 2. We'll have Satsuki and Francesca on it. It's gonna be amazing. Everyone's gonna be there. It's gonna be a party. And remember what happens next week. Rising, what happens next week?
I go show up at a certain person's house who reminds me of clouds. And then next week I have surgery, so I may or may not be on drugs for the podcast.
I was just going to reference the fact that on the screen it says next week everything, but sure.
This is
Sure.
gonna be an interesting month.
So thanks everybody for watching the podcast. We all appreciate it. Thank you very much for supporting us, and I'm sorry that the podcast wasn't as consistent as I wanted it to be this season, but with season 3, I swear it's going to be amazing. This channel is going to be a place to come all around to see the Fruits Basket content. You all are going to love it, I promise.
And Kana Taken says, see you, Ben, and bye, guys, and heart emote.
Yes, heart emote back to everybody. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.